Hello fellow shadows, welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about how, technically before I get into the actual topic of this video, I want to say this is at the moment rumors, because this hasn't really been confirmed to my knowledge, so at the moment I am passing this along as rumors. So, that said, I've heard rumors that Kevin Feige, who has been pretty much the decision maker, the president of the MCU, is going to make a Star Wars film. And truthfully, I'm a bit surprised because I truthfully never expected this to precisely happen. I mean, nothing towards Kevin Feige, it's just assuming these rumors ends up being true, I will be surprised because I never really saw Kevin Feige working for Star Wars per se. I mean, maybe this is their way of making him the new president of Lucasfilms, because they've seen over the course of 10 years with the 22 films in the MCU, Kevin Feige has made the MCU one of the most trending things in the world today. And maybe Disney sees that Lucasfilms, I shouldn't say exactly Lucasfilms, but that's implied when I say the movie, but also Star Wars, it's not doing so hot. I mean, there's The Force Awakens, which was, I feel like, for a starter of the trilogy, was a pretty good starter of movie. Wasn't the best Star Wars movie? No, but it was not the worst, and I enjoyed it as a starter of movie in a trilogy. Rogue One, I loved. I enjoyed. I never shied away from me loving, or me enjoying Rogue One and The Force Awakens. I never shied away from that. The Force Awakens, even though I've always said is that the holiday special is the worst Star Wars movie, in my opinion. As for sequel goes, the Last Jedi was kind of a disappointment. I gotta admit it, I had like a lot of expectations for The Last Jedi. Failed to meet a lot of them. And I can see why fans have criticisms towards the movie itself. Not so much the people behind the movie, because that's kind of a different but related situation on its own. But still, Solo, nobody really asked for. I enjoyed Solo, but it was like cliche Star Wars movie. And the worst part about Solo, a Star Wars story, was L3. To be honest, that droid that always try to shove down those choice rights. Yeah, join resolution. Join this, join that. Blur, blur, blur. Like, enough already. Even Lando rolled your eyes at you. That should be saying something. L3. But getting so my point of bringing the first Disney Star Wars movies, I feel like Star Wars started off pretty decent, went to really good, like pretty decent being uh The Force Awakens, pretty good being pretty great to Rogue One. Then it kind of slipped. It slipped with the Last Jedi, and it had trouble finding its footing with Solo. Solo was a better movie than The Last Jedi, but in my opinion, especially if you take L3 out. So Kevin Feige, who made like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all like the B-list characters at that time graduate to A-list characters and making the what we know as the MCU popular. I feel like having Kevin Feige to work on this on a Star Wars movie is a pretty decent move. Seeing how, like I said earlier, Disney's Star Wars is not really in a good place right now. I mean, got two films that kind of were in, and you have people at Lucasfilms bashing fans for disliking their product. So maybe having Kevin Feige, who's that's an own excuse for the last thing I said before this point, do a Star Wars movie would benefit Lucasfilms because Killer, he knows for the most part what he's doing. I mean, yeah, I have like some complaints here and there in the MCU, but that doesn't really affect my whole MCU experience all so much. I mean, yeah, like with the first two Thor movies, they were all right compared to like the other MCU movies, especially to Thor 3. But they can still hold their own. I can't Solo and the Force Awake, and the Last Jedi. Solo and the Last Jedi. Can they really hold their own? The Han Solo movie, maybe. The Last Jedi, I don't think so. So I don't know. Assuming that Rise of Skywalker doesn't lift the fandom up again, or I'm having trouble explaining my point, but long story short, I can see Kevin Feige potentially getting fans excited again. Those fans who aren't really excited for Star Wars anymore. I mean, this you can also say that bringing in Kevin Feige, some can. I've heard some saying that Kevin Feige, by bringing in Kevin Feige, that shows a lot that Lucasfilms is acknowledging that they screwed the new Star Wars up, but they won't verbally say it. And I can see where they're coming from. I mean, like I said, Star Wars is not really in a good place right now. The MCU, regardless of how Brie Larson sex act, the MCU is in a pretty great place right now. Especially after how Endgame ended, and Spider-Man Far From Home was the last MCU movie, and I really loved that. So, and truthfully, I really enjoyed Far From Home. I've There has not been one Marvel movie where I've walked out that I had not enjoyed the overall experience. Granted that yeah, you can say I did with Solo and The Last Jedi, but not those two movies combined. It's not like with, for example, Infinity War. Yes, it was like up here for my enjoyment. Solo, Star Wars Story, and The Last Jedi was more like, if you want to say, up to right here. See the difference? And then, Endgame was right here. So so the last, I'm hoping Kevin Feige can make some of the fans that has been pushed away from Star Wars, from Disney's stream of Star Wars, back, because yeah, like I said, Star Wars isn't in a good place, and seeing his track record with the MCU alone, I have every faith that Kevin Feige can pull this through. The only thing is, I don't really know how much Kevin Feige knows about Star Wars, so I know he knows a lot about Marvel Comics, and yes, people can do their research. Maybe you've seen the original 6 movies, read some canon stuff, watched some canon stuff. I don't know, but I can see some people having concerns about, well, when did Kevin Feige ever show that he's a Marvel fan? Valid point, but like I said, seeing his track record with the MCU, I have every faith in the man that he'll be able to pull this through if these rumors about Kevin Feige making a Star Wars movie is true. Which I can't help but part of me wishing that this news is not just rumors, but a fact. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. And then if he actually does take this on, there's going to be a tremendous amount of pressure on him. Especially since they closed the Infinity Saga with Infinity War. So, on top of having a lot of pressure from like making a Star Wars movie, it's Kevin Feige. He oversaw all of the MCU movies, and it went into a badass conclusion in Endgame. You can say that yes, he uh, the MCU concluded at the moment that with Infinity Saga per se with Spider-Man Far From Home, but for argument's sake, I'm going to say it ended at Endgame. But so, on top of having a lot of pressure from making Star Wars movie, he has even more pressure to make it really good, seeing how Endgame ended. And yes, I know that's not a Star Wars movie, but still. So, yeah. But I'm literally hoping that these rumors turns out to be true, because I would like to see a Kevin Feige-based Star Wars movie. Anyways, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited or not about these rumors? And do you guys wish these rumors are true or what? Leave a comment below, and